Hello everyone, this is Tammy Wilgenbush with Card Designs by Tammy. This is honestly a take two for this video because it looks like the app froze on the last one. So hopefully it works this time, and maybe I'll need to check the recording to make sure it doesn't stop on me again. But anyway, what I'm doing today is going to show you a couple stamp sets and products from Stampin' Up! Sale-a-Bration, which if you're watching this in January, February 2022, Sale-a-Bration is going on right now, and you can earn free products with every $50 or $100 for level 2 products. And so today I'm going to be showing you the Island Vibes stamp set. We're also going to be using the Simply Marvelous paper, which I just adore. This is just one of my favorite products, I think. Well, I just love all the paper, but this is has wonderful colors and just nice neutral. One side is just a marble, one side is kind of more of a satiny, and just very fun neutral that go with so many different products or projects. So I'm using that. And then the sentiment I'm using is from the Special Moments stamp set, which is a stamp set here that just has all sorts of different sentiments. And this is a level 2, so you have to spend $100 to get this Sale-a-Bration product, but definitely worth it. It just has so many. And we're using the Hello Sunshine, which of course would work well with Island Vibes and Sun. So this is the card we're going to be making, or me for the third time now, since the video went out, but looks like it's still going. So very nice and simple card, again using the Simply Marvelous paper and the Island Vibes. And here's that stamp set. I don't think I showed it. It has the banana leaves, the pineapple, and of course the fun plant. And one thing that I really like about this stamp, and once I realized and saw how to do it, has really opened up a lot of ideas for me, is especially with the pineapple and the plant, you can see that there's kind of distinct markings for the pot and the bottom of the pineapple versus the top. And that allows to do like dipping it into 2 ink pads and getting 2 different colors, which I'm going to do today with the pineapple. So really fun and easy, and just opens up a lot of possibilities for coloring. So I am using a standard card base in Bumblebee, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And I'm going to use it to open this way. We have 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 inches by 5 1/4, one for the inside and one for this outer mat here. And then I have a piece of the Simple Marvelous in 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And then I have taken the rest of the paper, sorry, and I'm going to be using this for the envelope. And then I just have another little strip that I might use for something. So, and then I have a piece here that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inches. And this is what we're going to be doing most of our stamping on. So let's do our stamping first. And so we have, I'm getting the envelope, the inside of the card, and then that card front. And then I do have a scrap piece of paper, which you'll see what I'm going to do with that. And I'm using Evening Evergreen for the top of the pineapple and Bumblebee for the actual pineapple. So the fun technique, like I said, if you can look at the stamp, you can see it's a fairly clear design line there. And it actually is really easy to line up with the edge of the stamp. So you just kind of line it up there with the bottom and ink it up with, you probably can't see, but ink it up with the bumblebee. And then, and for me, it works easier, you know, with the stamp pads. They have a place that has some, you know, more of a, where you can grab it. But it has this over here, which is a really narrow, I guess, part of the case. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so then we're just going to stamp it kind of off to the side here. And then see, you can barely tell that it was where that line is. And let's do it again over here. Try to get it about the same distance from the edge. Okay, so then I'll do it on the scrap piece of paper, because what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut this one out, which I do not like fussy cutting, but this, it takes just a little bit, but it's really not too hard to fussy cut. And let me, yep, I'm going to have to do it this way here. Oops. And that one didn't turn out too good there. There's a little bit of a line, so I didn't quite get this down far enough. So let's just try it again there. Much better. Okay, so then I want to do a pineapple, or actually, I think I'm going to do the leaves on the inside. And we will do a pineapple for the envelope. Show you guys the leaves. They're really pretty. And okay, just want to make sure that I got it all inked up there. Perfect. All right, so let me get my simple chamois, very wonderful invention from Stampin' Up. Makes it so easy to clean the stamps. And I always like to clean my stamps right away. Oops, and I think I did that. All right, so I am just thinking here, yes, I am done with the bumblebee. So I am actually, like I said, I am going to stamp the banana leaves on the inside of the card. And again, this set is what they call a distinctive set, which lets you see, or as you can see, has all sorts of different shading. Which is something that Stampin' Up! Does with a lot of stamps, and it just has such a gorgeous effect. You know, even as you can see on here, just the different shading in the pineapple makes things look so realistic. All right, so that's the inside. And last time I used this, and I guess I should have thought, often I'll do it off the side. I guess I should have done that, but I'm not thinking. I'm kind of in a hurry since this is the second time I've done the video, so it was just kind of getting it done. But often the leaves look really pretty if you kind of put them off on the side there. So anyway, so now I'm done with the evening evergreen. And let's go ahead and fussy cut out this pineapple. And there's a really neat trick that makes this pretty easy to do. And really, it's with all of the little pointy things, it works really well if you kind of go into the center. So it makes it go really fast and actually makes this pretty easy to cut out. So I will just finish cutting this out now. There, all done. So, takes a little bit, but it's actually pretty easy to cut out. All right. So, now let's start assembling everything. And let's go ahead. I'll put this on and then attach everything to it. And finish stamping. All of these are going to be, layers are going to be glued on, and then the extra pineapple will go on with a dimensional. You could put dimensionals on all these layers or different of these layers, but I usually send my cards in the mail, so I try to limit how much height they have. I always want to have height. I always want to use dimensionals, but I try to only use like one layer of dimensionals. Okay. And there we go. And let's throw this on the inside while we have the glue out and are gluing everything down. And the last gluing that I'll do, and like I said, I'm just going to do it all now, is the flap of the envelope. And it's nice because this Simply Marvelous paper is kind of non-directional. And you get, after you cut the paper for the card front, again, I could save this and use it for another card, but I like dressing up my envelopes when I can. So just kind of glue that onto the flap and just trim off the excess here. And this works perfect for this envelope because this envelope, the flap is right about 2 inches, which is what is left over when you cut a 4-inch card front. Although this card front was a little bit smaller, so I had a little bit extra because I have the 2 layers. So the designer series paper was only 3 3/4 rather than 4 inches. Okay, so that is all of the gluing. So now we're going to, before I stamp the Hello Sunshine, I'm going to add the pineapple with dimensionals. Oops, got an extra one there. And again, this is just kind of fun. It's a little bit of a pain to fussy cut it out, but it does add a nice kind of added dimension to the card, just sticking that kind of right in the middle there. And then let's get this Hello Sunshine in Memento black ink. Just gonna do it kind of off to the side over the pineapple, but also off to the side. And again, that Hello Sunshine, I'm using that for, well, a lot of these with the island vibes, just because it's just such a nice, I like that sentiment. It's a nice general one, and again, goes with the island vibe theme. So then I'm going to take some twine, and I'm going to double it up and do a little bow for this pineapple here. So I just take that. So since twine is so thin, I'm just gonna double it up to give it just a little bit more depth. Okay. And let me get that just a little bit smaller there. Okay. And cut off those ends. And that's still a little bit long. There we go. We're going to add it with a glue dot. And let me, oops, get that glue dot on there. And add it right in the middle there. And then finish off with some, you could use several different types of embellishments. I'm going to use the classic black or classic matte dots. This is new in the current mini catalog. So they are a new embellishment. And I'm going to do a big one down there. And let's do a small one right up there. And then kind of off to the side there. And there we go. Very nice, fun, simple card using the tropical, or it's not tropical, island vibes, which is a tropical theme. And so here, this is the original card that I made. And this is the card I just made in the previous video that didn't get recorded. So obviously they're all very similar. So here are some other cards that I have made using the Island Vibes stamp set. This is a fun one that I made using kind of the purple, I think this is Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather Marvelous paper. This vellum is Vellum Layering Designs. That is from the Artfully Composed suite that's in the new mini catalog. And then for the stamped image, I used the same technique that I did with the pineapple, where I stamped the pot in Highland Heather. And then kind of turned the stamp and, well, sorry, I inked up the stamp in the bottom of the stamp in Highland Heather, and then turned it and inked up the top of the plant in Just Jade. So have that card. Another very similar card, except for using the pineapple, and this actual designer series paper is from the Artfully Composed suite as well, in addition to the vellum there. And then this technique, this card, I got the idea from the Sale-a-Bration mini catalog, and I used some blending brushes on the back for Just Jade, and then stamped the plant in Just Jade, and then I used scratch paper and stamped it in Cinnamon Cider Bumblebee and Polished Pink, and then cut out the pots and glued them on. I did try a card where I used dimensionals, with the pots, and I didn't like the look of that. So I just went ahead and just glued them on there. And then here's a card I made using the leaves. And you can see where I made sure to kind of stamp them off on the bottom. I think that looks a lot better. And then did it on the top and the bottom and just added a nice bold saying there in the middle. So yeah, so those are the projects that I've made using the Island Vibes suite or stamp set. If you have any questions, my information to my blog will be below. You can, it'll have my email. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and need some help figuring out what to get, feel free to contact me. I'm happy to help you figure out what products and things might be best and help you earn some of these products for free. What can be better than free? Feel free, if you like the cards, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to be notified of some other videos that I have upcoming of using some of the other stamp sets in the Sale-a-Bration catalog. So thank you so much for watching.